Here we go. Thursday afternoon. What do we do on a Thursday afternoon? Yes, you know. It's Scottish Corner. Talk about all the Scottish football scores, cup games, any transfers happening, all in my manor in Celtic in the south of Tenerife with me, Webby Sports Roundup. If you haven't subscribed, it's for free. It costs you nothing. Going to have a great time, going to enjoy it. We do as much as we possibly can. Tomorrow is Webby Sports Roundup. We got darts, we got cricket, we got horse racing, we got the lot. Absolute quality, I'm telling you. And if you haven't seen yesterday's vlog, I went out with, where I went with? Foggy, my number 99, he's over. Kevin, my number 5, he's over. And who have I missed? Me. Oh, Simon, forgot. Oh, number 3. Well, number 3, Simon. Listen, he was fantastic yesterday. He knows his stuff. I tell you, that's all he does is watch football. If you haven't seen that, go to yesterday and watch it. Check the small videos. Ivan Tony says hello to Webby. Who else? Oh, Ben Foster says hello to Webby. Trying to get Jack Butland. Think I will. Fingers crossed. Big Rangers #1 goalkeeper. Anyway, let's have a look. Thursday afternoon, a bit busy this morning. I've been doing my grandson thing for me pal, little Nico. Took about 2.5 hours. Had a coffee and a bacon sandwich, no, sausage sandwich in Eclipse. Loved it, mate. Loved it. Anyway, I've got to bring it. I've got to put it in. I've got to put it in charge. So there's me kilt. Got me Gloucester top. What else have we got? Forgot to show you. Never showed you last week. I thought, shall I not? There's me sporran. I've only ever wore that once, I think. I don't think there's anything in it. I don't know if I put it on. Did I put it on the show last week? I can't remember. If I did, I did. But I've got me sporran just in case I lose a bit of weight. Something else just there, I don't think you can see it. I'll bring that on in the show a little bit later on. And as you can also see that I'm not going to shave again. Because I'm going out, taking my good lady wife out tonight. She's been in bed for 9 days. Went out yesterday for the first time. Had her hair done. Looks the business. Butter's about, as you see, you could probably hear him in the background. Follows me everywhere. Going to go out and meet Big Geordie Allen. Who else are we going out with? Big Sammy. Oh, 6'4", doorman, you name it. Big Man United fan, quality. And Jackie. God bless Jackie, what a lovely lady. Had a small heart attack before Christmas, getting better. So, going to see her tonight. And we've got Dennis, his brother. Big Sammy's brother, Dennis, in the army, another 25 years. Well, he's a good lady. Just have a great night, bit of fun, couple of beers. Going to Masala in Kausavaki, to the best Indian. Looking forward to it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So that's what's happening tonight. Stay tuned to the end because I've got something very, very special to tell you. Okay, something very, very special. Right, Scott's Corner. Let's get underway. Look, the cat. Friday took the mickey out of it. All the way from the Falklands. Webby, there's no sheep in the Falklands. Let me tell you something. Sheep. I'll come back in 2 seconds. Hello? Oh, Ian, let me come. Call me back in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Cheers, bugger. Hey Bob, bloody Bob. Listen, you're not going to have that. Listen, it's somebody, one of the good pals from England, Big Bully. It all happens when it's live, doesn't it? But I'm not going to stop and start again. Why should I? Ian Bullock, I think he wants to put my apartment coming over in a couple of months' time. So, you know, I've got a 1-bed apartment. Check it out. webpaul36@gmail.com. Send me an email. Right. Shall I have a quick look? Scott's Corner. Let's see what's happened this week. Right. I've got the bins in here because of the lighting in it. It's the artificial lighting in it. I think I could probably do it without, to be honest with you. Right, last Friday, 4th round of the Scottish Cup. We saw Clyde take on the SPL League side Aberdeen. Aberdeen, again, favourites for that, 2-0. And Clyde are bottom of Division 2, so didn't expect anything different, to be honest with you. Thought it might have been 3, 4 or 5. But Devlin Milosevic got the 2 goals, so well into Aberdeen. They're in the next round of the Scottish Cup. Also Division 2, Spartans on the Saturday took on the mighty Jambos. And the Jambos won by 2-1. And Kent got the winner in the 92nd minute. So Jambos are through to the 5th round of the Scottish Cup. So well done to Jambos, and a big shout out to my mate Mickey. He is the Edinburgh Honest Guide. If you haven't subscribed to him, have a look at it. Mick, Edinburgh Honest Guide. He's top fella. Right. 4-4 took on the mighty Hibs. Big shout out to Big John, who lives here with Sheena. Lovely fella. Hibs won by 1-0 in the 69th minute. Then we're going to go down to Inverness Cally Thistle, the championship. They took on Brownhill of the Highland League. Bit of a pasting, all expected. Beaten by 4-0. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go down to Kilmarnock. Killy took on Dundee from the SPL League. And I want a big shout for my John again, who used to come in the Garden Bar back 10, 12 years ago. Big shout out to John, Maggie, top man. I'll speak to you soon. He's the one that got me the kill. Well done, John. And I've got another great fan. Well, you'd call it a fan. John McEwen. How are you, John? John lives in the village. Massive Kilmarnock fan. He sent me an email. Well, I mean sent me an email. It was that big, 3 of them. It was very small, but I read bits, and there was a little bit of transfer news, so I'll put that on in a little bit later on. But John, top man, I'll talk about you a little bit later on. Right, let's see what else we'll have. Motherwell, a bit of Fir Park boys. They took on Alloa Division 1, beaten by 3-1. A big shout out to Tam Cowan, who I know very well. He's come in my pub, as you know, and Dougie Arnott. He was at Fir Park. As I said before, there's a walkway in it. Whatever you call it. We go up to Fir, never been invited. Fir Park, you go in, Hall of Fame. He's there, and he big poster of him, I think. Good looking lad. Scored lots of goals against Celtic and Rangers, so he told me. So well into Motherwell. Right, let's go down to St Mirren. Paisley boys. They took on Queen of the South in Division 1. Big shout out to my mate Kevin the Scotsman. This man, I've only met him 2 or 3 times, but he's a top fella. Got his own YouTube channel, as most people know. Kevin the Scotsman. He was in Gran Canaria a couple of weeks ago. Coming back over here very soon. We're going to get together, do a couple of vlogs. It's going to be fantastic. He is an absolute top fella. Anyway, St Mirren took on Queen of the South. Don't think it was a great entertaining game. Not sure what sort of side they took out. And St Mirren beat them by 1-0. So well done to Kevin the Scotsman. Subscribe to his channel, please. Right, 2 to go. Dumbarton from Division 2 took on the mighty Rangers, who were second, who were trying to get closer to Celtic. There's a bit of news of that in a few minutes' time. And Dumbarton 0, the Teddy Bears, Rangers 4. So well done to all my pals. Listen, you know I got a lot of Rangers friends. Where do I start? Ian. Next door neighbour to my son Matthew. Him and Jane, lovely fella. One of his good mates, John from Kilsyth. He's got the butchers, never met. From Cross, he's called the Cross in Kilsyth. Pop in there. I want to know that people are popping in there. Say, Big John, where is he? Get to work. Webby says I get discount. Come on, John, get your discount. Get your chops, get your steaks, get your sausages, and bring them over to Webby. Get your discount. Anyway, Rangers 4-0. And don't forget also, Paul Stewart, top fella, and Jim Donaldson, another good friend of mine, all live in the village. Nice people, these Rangers boys, they really are. But I'll tell you something now, a little bit later on, there's going to be a bit of competition. Stay till the end of the show, and you'll know why. League leaders and SPL champions Celtic took on Bucky Thistle. Highland League, we all expected it, 4, 5, 6, 7, ended at 5, Celtic Park. They beat them by 5-0. Right. Scottish Gas are the promoters this year for the Scottish Cup. Oh, dear me, forgot. Nearly, Davey, Big Davey, like my brother. I know I always forget somebody. It's easier to say everybody, all my pals. Dave and Jenny. And Big Gaz's son, massive teddy bear boys. Nearly forgot it. Sorry, son. I'll see you very soon. Lovely man, lovely. Just become a granddad and a gran. So well done. Well done, Gaz. Well done, Lisa. She's an absolute darling, believe me. Right. 5th round draw. All takes place on the 10th and the 11th of February. Teddy Bears, they're home to Ayr United from the Championship, so they should go through to that. St Mirren, the Paisley Boys, they take on the mighty Celtic. Again, you think Celtic will be the favourites, but you never know in cup games. Aberdeen take on Bonnybridge from the... listen, hang on, listen. Division 2, that's it, Bonnybridge, innit? Aberdeen, Pittodrie Boys, up there in the North East, they take on Bonnybridge. They're from the Division 2 league, so Aberdeen favourites for that. Championship, Inverness taking on the mighty Hibs. Big shout out to Johnny Sheena, top fella from Kawasaki. Again, Kilmarnock, SPL League, Big John, OSM, John McEwen, got talking about you a little bit later on. They're taking on either Brora Rangers or Cove Rangers. I think their game was postponed last week because of weather conditions, and they're playing again on Tuesday night of the 30th. So whoever win that tie will be away till Kilmarnock. Airdrie for the Championship taking on the mighty Hearts. As I say, Edinburgh on his Skyboy. Granite Morton at home to Motherwell. And last but not least, Partick Thistle taking on the mighty Livingston. Now listen, I get people messaging me now, obviously, bit of Dundee United, Celtic, a lot of Rangers, Kilmarnock, Webbys, Jambos. Where's the rest of you? There's a lot of people in Scotland and even in Tenerife, in all the Canaries. I'm the only one that does Webbys Sports Roundup in the whole of the Canaries. Do Scottish Corner just for you on a Thursday. So where are you? Let's have some comments. And you know something? I'm getting stacks of views, people watching. I think the last 2 weeks ago was well over 1,000. I got over 500 last week as well, just for a little 15-20 minute chit chat in the sun at 25 degrees. Oh, sorry, that's why I'm not having a shave. I want you to feel at home. So I'm having a shave tonight, a big one on my head. So I want you to feel at home, and that's the reason why. Tell you the truth. Right, listen, come on. We're going to go out tonight, have a bit of scram, a couple of bottles of wine, as you do. A couple of SBL games this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday saw Hearts take on Dundee, and it was at Tannadice, their third, and Dundee is seventh. Dundee went 2-0 up at half time, but the Jambos turned it on, scored 3 goals in the second half. So whoever was at that end, they got all 5 goals, didn't they? It ended up Hearts 3, Dundee 2. So that kept them third in the league behind the mighty Celtic and the big mighty of Rangers Football Club. Right. Wednesday saw Hibs take on the mighty Rangers. I saw the highlights, saw the goals. I think they ripped them apart, to be honest with you. So Rangers won by 3 goals to 0, 3 massive points. What that means, they're only 5 points behind Celtic, and they've got to play them 3 p.m. on April the 6th. Now, if you think about it, if Rangers win every game from now to the end of the season, they will be the new SPL League champions. Is it going to work that way? Who knows? There's 1 or 2 synthetic pitches. I'm not so sure who it is, to be honest with you, but you'll probably tell me in your comments below. So let's see who they are. They're probably going to mess up here and there, but you just don't know, do you? So it's in their hands, and they've got it at home. So if they win every single game to the end of the season, they will be. So it's up to Celtic to keep it going. So some big games to come. So good luck to Celtic and good luck to Rangers. St Johnstone, 10th in the league, took on a mighty Aberdeen, who were 8th, and ended up, I think it's a bit of a boring 1-1 draw. One of my pals watched, he said, Webby, nothing to shout out, mate. Nothing to shout out at all. So it ended up 1 apiece, a point apiece. Right. I'm going to put this, could put my bins on there, because there's 1 or 2 transfer news, not a lot going on. But I've been checking on with Paul Stewart, Jim Donaldson. He tells me this sends me out and what have you. So there's nothing exciting. I don't think they've got the money, to be honest with you. I keep asking about Jambo Shanklin, 29 years of age. As we all know, he got 18 months left on his contract. He's been scoring goals for fun for Hearts this year. I think he's got 25 in all competitions. And on top of that, he is a Teddy Bear fan. So unless you know him, does he want to go to Rangers? Is number 1. Number 2, he'd definitely get in the side if he did, that's for sure. They need a goal scorer. If they get a goal scorer, then they'll be fighting. Big stop for Celtic, big stop. But can they afford to buy him? So what is that man worth at 29 years of age and all those goals? Is he going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million? Is he worth that? He probably is, isn't he? Who knows? So the end of the shut the window next week, sometime next weekend, the last day of January. So we'll see if a big one goes in. Let's go off to Celtic. There was news about Matty O'Reilly, midfielder, Danish midfielder, 23 years of age. I believe that there was some big clubs over in Spain, Atletico Madrid, and a few Premier League clubs after him. He scored 75. He scored 17 goals in 75 games for Celtic since he joined them. But today on Sky Sports News, Rodgers says he's going nowhere. He's a cracking midfielder. He can get up and down. He's got a great engine. So let's see if the money comes in for him, etc. Because sometimes, you know what it's like, money talks, doesn't it? It does. Cash is king. But the Rangers news, check that out. Left fullback, Dutch FC 20, 26 years of age, GG Small, they're after him. But if he comes, then leaving will be the Turkish left fullback, Ridvan Yilmaz. So if he goes, then FC 20 boy will be coming in. I still think they might need 1 or 2 more new players, but again, you never know. Sometimes they leave it right till the end, don't they? So that's the news on Celtic and Rangers. Before we go any further, I'm going to go over to Kilmarnock now. As I said, big John McEwen, he sent me a big... I saw him in the pub last week in Monte Cristo, as you know I go to, and watch football in the 3 Horseshoes. That's my 2 pubs. And I saw him, he said, Webby, I've sent you an email. And I went, have you? He says, yeah. He said, I watch your show every week. I went, okay. So I checked it. God dear me. Email, boom, boom, boom. The writing, really small, but it was bigger. Can't read it. So I've caught one thing right at the bottom. But listen, John, thank you for the effort. Absolutely superb. So I want to ask you a little bit later on. As I say, he's a massive Kiddie fan. Gary Mackay. They got him from Jambos just before Christmas. Put him on trial. Ex-Celtic, Aberdeen. And anyway, at the end of the day, he's played that well, played every game, and they've given him a contract till the end of the season. I think he's only 33, so it's somebody that they need, a nice midfielder. Don't think they're not going to touch, as you know, probably the big boys of Celtic, Rangers, Hibs, the Jambos, but I don't know. There's something about that a little bit later on that I'm going to speak to you in a couple of minutes' time. So let's have a look. So big shout out to John McEwen. And good luck to this season and the end of the season. Are you going to get into the UEFA Cup? Let's see. Right. Couple of things left. Right, let's have a look. All I'm going to say is, right, this is Thursday. This has gone out tonight. A bit late last week. Gone out tonight. Big shout out to Foggy. He's put on his Facebook page. I have a very big announcement for next week. And you'll be getting it tomorrow. Okay? And I mean, to me, it's a big announcement. This is my passion. I want this to grow. But I can only grow if you help me. Right? I can only talk so much. I talk in my sleep, as Dawn says. So if it's going to go big before I get too old, right? So I feel a lot younger than my age, then you've got to help me. Alright? So I'm asking for a bit of help, asking for a bit of love. Want it to work. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. I really do. What else would I do? Stay on the GGs, having a bit of fun? No, this is my life now. Webby Sports Roundup, okay? I've got my sparring, I've got my kills, got my bits and pieces. Before I ask 1 or 2 other things, this, if you remember, I did show a little bit earlier on in one of the shows before. That's a Vettel signed authenticity. I can't remember. It's a Toro Rosso back in, what was it, 2016, I think, or 2006 when he won his first Grand Prix in Italy, I think it was, if I remember. Anyway, I've got that, plus a couple of other items. I'm not doing an auction. All I'm going to do is raffle tickets, probably over a 2-month period. I'm not starting it yet. It won't be for another couple of more weeks until I get these other bits and pieces sorted out. I've got that, got a football shirt signed, English shirt by signed 1 or 2 players. May have another item, so it's just raffle tickets. It's all going to go, again, to my charity that I deal with, FACT, Fighting Against Cancer in Tenerife, right? That's what it's going to go for. So the more tickets we sell, the more money they got to help people. They got 60 to 70 volunteers. They take people with cancer, up to the north to Santa Cruz, because that's where you've got to have your chemotherapy and your radiotherapy, and they all do it volunteer, so they put the money in the petrol and so forth. So that's why, and there's one or two other people they help on the other side of things, so they do a phenomenal job. Fact, fighting against cancer in Tenerife. Right, that's that. So I'll announce that very, very soon. What else was I going to say? I'm trying to think what else was I going to say. Right. I want to make this show bigger on the Scott side of things. So yesterday was a great walk. Port Colon, loved it. Next month, about 3 weeks' time, I've got 2 big Celtic fans, because I've done the Rangers thing, and I've got to go to the other side. One or two saying, come on, you get a Celtic fan on, get a teddy bear, get a so-and-so. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I've got 2 big Celtic fans. Very good friend of mine, Dominic, known him for many years. He's come in my pub. He's coming over in February, and he says, I'll do a walk with you and I'll do the interview. That's number one. Another good pal of mine, Alex, who lives in the village, Alex in Carroll, lovely fella. He said he'd do it as well. So we're going to have them 2 and me. I might have one other, I don't know yet, or I might just do it separate. I might just do a Celtic thing and give them a bit of situation to try and catch up Rangers. Is that ever going to happen? With Paul Stewart, Jim Donaldson, Big John, the butcher of Gilside, Davey, I don't know, listen, Stevie who's coming, Stevie, my good pal Stevie on the rigs, he's over in a few weeks' time, staying in my place, all mad. They're an institution, Rangers, and so is Celtic, but I'm not biased, I can't be with Rangers all the time, I've got to try and bring a bit of Celtic, so we can bring someone else to the table, any Killy fans, as you say, Jambos, Hibbies or what have you, see if I can get John on a Hibby. That's what it's all about. If there's an Aloha supporter, if there's an East 5 supporter, I used to follow East 5, don't I, years ago. If there's a Dumbarton, Stanhousemuir, Queen of the South, Queen's Park, get involved, talk about it, and I'll give you a shout on next week or the week after show. That's what it's all about. So right, I'm going to finish now, so I'm going to have the 2 Celtic boys on, that'll make the Rangers boys, oh hang on, wait, when we're getting Celtic on, so we've got to do something a bit different. That's what it's all about. I always say, don't forget, if you like what you hear, always in there, and you like what you see, then subscribe to Webby Sports Roundup. It is for free, it costs you nothing, it's a bit of fun, it's my passion, join in with me, got something massive going to happen, I'm telling you tomorrow about next week, so that's going to be everybody involved, which I hope, I'm sure it will be. Hopefully it'll be successful. It's the logistics of the thing. With regards to Facebook, Foggy, my big man Foggy, he's here at the moment. He's having a day off today. He puts everything on there. He is absolute a darling. He really, really is. He's worth his weight in gold. He obviously drinks in the Oakwood in Leon Seas. We all know, big South fan, a big Tottenham fan. But he does all that for me. And he said, when's the Scottish coming? I said, I'll do it tonight, don't worry. So that's going to happen. So, Facebook page, Webby Sports Roundup, and give Foggy some love. As you all know, I want more comments. I need more comments. So come on, get off your backside. I know you watch the shows. Give me a comment down below. Hi Webby, I'm an Aloha fan. Big John from so-and-so, or whatever the case. Let's have some comments. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to finish now. So I'm starting to waffle. I don't like waffling. Got things to do, got a shave to do for tonight. See all my pals. So, raffle tickets for that very, very soon. Big shout out to John McEwen, obviously, for the email. Cheers, John. Thank you for that, my friend. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything else for anybody else. I don't think I have. Let me just think for 2 seconds. No, I'm sure I haven't. So this is going out, obviously, tonight, as you know, so I'm doing it now, in the sun of Tenerife, in my little manor, in my little, well, this is my, dining room, innit? Dawn's having 40 weeks before we go out tonight because she's been poorly, hasn't she, for 9 days. God, hey, rest her soul, little darling. Let's have a shower, we're all going to go out, have a bit of fun, cut the beers, Monte Cristo, then we're going into Masala. Have a nice Indian table booked for 7:30. So let's wrap this up, let's get this going, let's get the views on, let's get the comments, follow the boys for the other subscribers on the show, and obviously, because this is Scotch Corner, north of the border, there, right? So all I'm going to say is, from me, Webby, the passion boy, to you, thank you very much indeed for all your views and all your bits and pieces and all your comments, and I'll look after the kilt and the sparring. I'm going to go now. See how the old bird is. Don't, you know what I mean? And I'll speak to you all tomorrow. And I'll look forward to all your comments. And I'm on WEBBY'S Sports Realm tomorrow. There's darts, there's everything. Big one tomorrow, massive. And thanks to Tim, living with Ennis in Tenerife. Never forget the big man. He started me off. See you later, boys.